So there seems to be a war of word between Sultan of Sokoto and VDM, Verydarkman, because of the recent video in which Sultan was saying that social media is a terrorist organization and the security agencies should work on it, right? Should do something about it. And if you are probably following, you realize that there has been a bill that is led by Ned Nwoko that social media should be regulated. Now, these are critical things, and in this video, I'm going to tell you some things about social media, why it should be regulated, but I'm going to tell you the problem that may arise when they are regulating it. First of all, social media is just like any other platform. It is good, it is bad. It depends on how you are using it. Let's say, for instance, now, right? Let's even talk about the right in the guns that people have. The guns, right? People can use guns for protection, for security purpose, but they can also use guns for atrocities, right? Now, social media has helped more people than it has harmed people. I want to repeat this again. Social media has helped more people than it has harmed people. Now, I completely agree when Sultan of Sokoto said that some people will just sit down at the corner of their houses and they'll publish a false statement, which will now cause some chaos and all that. That is absolutely true. It happens on this social media space. Some people will just come up with rumor and they'll just cause confusion, or will just cause some sort of things. It happens, right? But then, if we look at the benefit of social media, it is too much. For instance, the normal television, the normal newspaper, and all our local media, a lot of people don't longer get their information, their messages from this platform. They use social media. A lot of people don't longer get their information from this platform. They use social media. That is one. Another thing, let's take VDM himself as an example. Look at what VDM has done in the last, so let me just cut it, in the last 2 years, using the power of social media. VDM has helped people that are frustrated, have nothing doing. He has helped them go per year, pay for them to learn work. People that are stranded, you can see it recently, are stranded in some of the African countries, that they have been trafficked for prostitution. VDM has power of social media. In fact, he was even in China. It was through social media that he identified, he understood, he saw that there is a problem here that he need to fix. VDM has done it. VDM come directly to Ivory Coast and he was able to form a team that finally lead to the rescue of that girls. The owner of Airpeace that make his plane available, that these children should be picked back to Nigeria free, is going to take care of medication. It is the power of social media. Through social media, some of the villages and rural areas that lack well, they have reached Verydarkman, and Verydarkman has solved this problem. Okay? Now, let's talk about the monetization of Facebook and Instagram in Nigeria. A lot of youth that will have probably been jobless, causing, maybe they will even involve in various atrocities, damaging the image of Nigeria, are using that social media in order to make money. The first job I was doing was email copywriting, working with foreign clients, writing emails for foreign companies. I use Twitter to get those clients. right? Initially, I was using Fiverr and Upwork, but later I started using Fiverr. I started using Twitter, social media, right? And I'm not the only one. There are many people that use social media to get jobs. Okay? Now, that is about that. The social media itself have problem as well, especially when it comes to the nature of content that people release to the social media. Display of nudity on social media. See, there is one thing I see in social media that is causing some indirectly causing some problem. That is display of wealth on social media, especially all these people that make money. A lot of people, although some people make their money legitimately, but they still display it in social media. But especially people that make their money illegitimately. This display of wealth on social media has caused more frustration among young people, that is now leading them to want to involve in whatever means to make money. Display of wealth, spread of false news on social media, right? These are some of the bad sides of social media. Now, if they should go that they want to bring a law that will regulate social media, it is excellent. If the law is going to regulate people from excess display of wealth, is going to regulate people from spreading false news, nudity, and all that, it's going to be excellent. But then, the problem is the content may likely not be in this area. The content may likely focus on how to how to suppress people from challenging the political class, the elite class, than all the negative things that I just talked about. Now, I am not saying that you should come out in public and start saying, challenging the problem, the elite, the political class, and all that. But democracy, they say, is government of people, by the people, and for the people, which means the ruling class should hear from us, the masses, the followers. Most of us that have one or two things to even contribute cannot be able to see or meet the ruling class, the president or whatever. So it is social media that some of us will use to pass these informations. So this information, we pass it on social media, and one way or the other, it may get to the ruling class. So if the content of social media is such a way that is suppressing the followers from talking about government, then it is now going to be something else. But truly, regulating social media is going to be beneficial if it is properly done. Now, back to the issue of Sultan and Verydarkman. You have had the content, the benefit of social media. What do you think? Because RAY youths have given Verydarkman 48 hours to apologize. Do you think Verydarkman should apologize for saying that? Because what Verydarkman said was that for them that are doing legitimate stuff on social media, they feel offended, right? They feel that what Sultan of Sokoto said is bad. That is when RAY youths gave Verydarkman 48 hours to apologize. Do you think he should apologize? Let's see in the comment section. Please give reasons why he should not apologize. See you in other videos.